How y'all are this afternoon? Boys, it's about 95 degrees outside. I thought, today'd be a good day to go do a video. Uh, let's see, where was I? Hey, I got this old used gun. Hey, listen, I got an old used gun today. Pretty interesting gun. I was over to Apache the other day looking around for a gun to do a video on, and I found one. This is the Nylon 10. This is a variation on the Nylon series of rifles that Remington produced in the 1950s and 60s and produced some of them all the way up into the 70s. And this one is the 10. The 10 is a single-shot 22 rifle, which I thought was a pretty cool rifle. I'd like to have it in a repeater, but, this is a pretty cool gun. It's a single-shot 22 short, long, and long rifle. It's got the old nylon front sight on it that all of the Nylons have got. It's got the rear sight assembly and adjustment and so forth that all of the Nylons have got. It's got the what is it called? Super tough nylon, STN 66, STN 66 material stock, Remington butt plate on it. But this one was manufactured as a single shot. Now they didn't make very many of these. They made, probably 3,000 or so of them. And they only produced this from 1962 to 1964 because I don't think it was a very good seller. They produced this in a magazine-fed repeater. They also produced the Nylon series of rifles in a semi-automatic, tube-fed in the stock. We've had one of them on the channel. They produced the 77, which was a box magazine-fed version with magazines in 7 and 10. They produced this this rifle in a box magazine fed configuration, and we take the same magazine as the 77. But this guy is one of the rarest ones. It's not the rarest one. The rarest version of the Nylon series of rifles was the lever action. Butt fed lever action. So anyway, Apache was nice enough to loan this gun to us to bring out here and check out, and I thought we'd just do that. Even though it's a single-shot 22 rifle, it's still neat in its way. I didn't bother putting up a paper target. We've got some 4-inch hangers at 50 yards and some smaller hangers at 25 yards and the little air gun target down there and so forth, and we're going to see if we can hit it. I don't need them things with a 22 rifle. I've already got tinnitus from flashbangs. I don't think it's going to hurt me any. One of the features of this gun is it has this cool little Magumba style Mannlicher flat bolt handle. Another one is that when you charge the weapon, when you cock it and pull that bolt open, it pushes the safety selector to the rear, which puts it on safe when you open the action. So it's on safe when you close the action. Put that guy off safe. Put it back on safe. Bring this guy back here just a little bit for me. There, we get this back here where we can shoot this old gun. All righty. Let's try a 22 air gun target at 25 yards. And we can put the gun on safe. Somebody put my gun on safe. Do you see that? Whew. Ejectifies nicely. And shoots good too. Let's put that guy back up there. And put that all safe. Yeah. Yeah. A little chicken down there about that big hanging on that thing. I have this association with Apache Armaments over in Lebanon, ApacheArmaments.com, and Apache's probably got more of the Nylon series guns than anybody I've seen in the state of Kentucky. As a matter of fact, they've got more of them. They've got more of the Nylon series guns in stock than I've ever seen in one place. Let's see if we can hit it. Let's see if we can hit that little 4-inch steel swinger down there. Put that gun on safe. Yeah. This is a good shooting little 20 rifle right here. It's grooved for the American style scope base, claw mount. I wish this thing was in 22 Magnum. And we'll put it on safe. I get my rubber band, just tie that to the front sight so it stays on safe, off safe all the time. All right. This wasn't a good seller for him. This would make a great rifle. If you had a Boy Scout camp or 4-H camp or something like that, you know, church youth camp or something like that, where you wanted to teach marksmanship, this would be a great rifle for that. If you had 10 of them on a line, all right, let's get ambitious, boys and girls. Let's shoot us a 50 yard 3-inch little dinger down there. See if we can hit that. And no. All right, let's see if we can try again. Plumb it in there a little bit. One more try. Well, actually a lot more tries until I get it right. There we go. So this gun went out of production in 1964. Untelling who all's had a hold of this gun over the years, but it's still a nice rifle. Shoots good, and I don't like it because the safety goes on all the time. But, you know, there's people out there that don't even know a gun's got a safety on it. All right. One more. We shoot one more down here on the little air gun target. I like watching it spin around. Well, that's about the size of it. After 60-some years, this is still a very viable and nice little rifle. Today, anything from the Nylon series commands a pretty good price. This is the single shot. It's not the rarest one that they ever made. They made about, I don't know, 7,000-8,000 of these guns. They didn't sell very well. They wound up in the bargain basement, different places. You know, they made almost 1 million Nylon 66s and 750,000 77s. And, you know, not so many of these, not so many of the lever guns, but it is a rare gun. I'm saying this gun's probably worth somewhere in the neighborhood of $450 today in today's market. The stock is not 100%. The metal's not 100%, but it's not cracked or busted or anything like that. So it's actually, you know, in good mechanical, serviceable condition. thing about the Nylon series guns, they don't weigh nothing. You know, they don't weigh very much. This guy weighs about 3.5 pounds, and I think the 77 and the 66 weigh even less. That makes them, you know, if you're long hunting for squirrels, that makes the Nylon series a pretty good gun. World records have been broken with the Nylon series of guns, and they're just a pretty neat gun. Well, that's about the size of that. Like I take Sheriff I commentate and subscribe. Drop me an old $1 in a paper on bucket if you want to, and if you don't want to, that's fine. Go over to ApacheArmaments.com and check out what all they got, and click on the Collector's Corner and see what they got there, and like that. All right, then. We'll see y'all when we see you. Bye now.